Tracy here from Art Fiber Stitch.
Hi everyone, I am going on a little holiday and I was thinking I would take a project, but I don't want to take too much stuff. Now I'm wanting to take these pants. Aren't they amazing? You may not think so, but they are so much fun to wear. But I've already ripped it once. Very fine fabric. So I was thinking, wouldn't that be fun to think about something that you can take with you so that you can continue to sew, perhaps be looking at a nice view when you do. And so look, this is something Mum made and she's given it to me. Beautiful. And that's all I want to take is my project or projects. So I was looking before at materials. I don't know if I'll use all of those. I might put some other things in. I'll need a pair of scissors. I was thinking, okay, I can pin some pins here and needles and a few embroidery cottons, but I can just keep working on these pants. I mean, they're already outrageous. So, what else can we do? So let's have a look. These are the things I cut out from these fabrics. Just pick a bit and yeah, so I was just, maybe I can pop one of those birds on. I do like it. Maybe just that much. Maybe I'll look at these little things and think, ooh, what was on there? Oh, really, just that flower would be okay, or the leaf. But I've got a series of patches there that I can put, and I can embroider, and I can do other stuff. That's just an ordinary piece. I like these yellow leaves. So I can pick some of these, some patches. Other things I could put on, well, doilies or laces or, ribbon, something.
Just start pulling a few things out and then you can condense it down a bit into what you think might work on your personal project. The idea is to not take very much.
Well, these crazy pants that I have with all these, there's busy bits and it's just there's tiny little patterns. There's very dull ones. There's bright ones. So, what do you put on it? I've just gotten these ribbons out, I could just, ribbons, laces and things. Let's just imagine. So if we did something, we had, whatever, maybe a few plain pieces in case we need to break something up that's too much. I've got some lace. I've got some doily. I've got another lace. No, sorry, ribbon, lace, and that one there. So we've got some of those kind of things. You could add any kind of motif, really. I thought this one, it's a bit heavier, but I thought this one would be good on a pocket, would stop it collapsing, and my pockets could stay open a bit and not be all creased. And this, what makes these work, no matter where I'm going to put it, is because it's got a vast expanse of ordinary, plain, bright colours. You see? If I did the same, like, although this thing is busy already, we're actually helping it to blend together a bit, I wouldn't put them all in there together. I'm just showing you what it's like. So I've cut down a little bit on some bits. Not a great deal because, I'm excited. Do like that hit of yellow. But once again, these ones, let's look at it in comparison. That one there doesn't stand up as well on these things. Probably would on something that's really busy here because it's more blocked colour, or something here where we've got the plain white, something that's a contrast to that. But because you've got one thing up against another, it's going to be tricky. No problem. We could put that there. We could have the yellow leaf poking out underneath. we're going to be telling a real story with these. So what I would do is, when I've chosen my little patches, pop them in here. I'm going to take these pants to wear and work on them as I go. I've popped a couple of pins in ready. I'll do a little selection of needles, and I'll probably think of other things I want to shove in. But what I think now is we better look at threads. That's the other most important thing. But I don't want to take, bulky things. This is meant to be the tiniest little sewing kit, that is going to allow me loads and loads of projects. So, I better make something. What I found is this cutting mat. I think it's probably just long enough, is it? Oh, nearly. Nearly. If I just took that bit off.
So I'll comfortably cut this down so that it will fit inside. And I think I'll round the edges off, because that will make it so that it won't snag every time I try and get it in and out of my little container here. But I'm also doing this. I'm just taking some little bits out each side, and I'll use that to wrap my different threads around and make my own thread holder with just some useful threads that I think I might use. So see here, I've got some thicker, I've got some thin, some stranded, all different types that could be useful on this fabric, this zany fabric. Well, these pants are going to be quite interesting as they are, but what about some buttons? That would be nice too. So maybe I'll choose some buttons to add into my little kit, and I'll need some little scissors. And look at these buttons, wouldn't they be nice? So I think that could be a great project for me in my little holiday. I'm going to take that with me and see what I can come up with. I'll pop a few of these buttons in a little tiny Ziploc bag. You don't have to have some crazy pants to take along, but you might want to do it on a denim coat or on something that you were going to have anyway. What I'm trying to say is it doesn't take much to be prepared for a little sewing project on the go. I'm ready. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and you can donate if you wish.